Hi guys, hope you can see me okay. Sitting here in the garden. Um, yeah, so just quickly jump on and mention the art and the magician and what it means in our time, because it's a real interesting one connected to today. Um, Connected because it's very much connected to Aquarius, which is of course connected to Saturn, and supposedly we're in the age of, or going into the age of Aquarius. And that quality of being able to do anything, just totally, you know, shifting, being able to really shift matter with your consciousness is, it's a key factor to living. It's that. It's kind of like the belief in. It is the belief in endless possibility. So I think the key thing is you've got to look at what you actually want out of, or why go into it in the first place. Why work on becoming a good magician and what it means and who you're going with it and what's the difference between a dark magician and a light magician. So I'm in Skirling here now, very much connected to over there in Broughton, Stobo is Merlin country. And Merlin was a fantastic magician, as you know. And one of the things that always comes up with me with Merlin is his relationship to the king. So these two aspects of yourself, um, the magician and the king, I think is really got to be. It's the focus is on um, the dialogue, having a healthy dialogue, and being clear about what you want. Um, yeah, I think to bring it into a picture, which I always find helpful, is Christ walking on the water. That is kind of pure magicianship in a way, isn't it? To walk on water, you're changing the level of physicality of something through your heart thinking, and I think one of the key things with it is actually why you're doing it. You got to ask yourself, why was he doing it there? What was what was what was the reason? Yeah, and after a while, when you meditate on it, it really becomes clear that it's a relationship between the healing art and the magician. It's important because otherwise there's no point in kind of doing it. You're just doing it for your own thing, and if you're doing it for your own thing, it's it just becomes a kind of evil because you end up getting stuff you don't really want or need. So you've got to make sure you're using it for the right reasons, and that way for me is really to connect with your heart and work from there and let that radiate out into your thinking and then use your thinking to give you direction. And you know, when you're thinking about life coaching, that's what you want is good direction. You want to work with the charioteer, that Greek bronze figure it was discovered, and that is that kind of holding upright quality. Says me, leaning down to look into the computer. Yeah, so it's these things, you know. It's one of the key aspects of a good magician is working from the heart, and I would say the art of relationship, because otherwise, you know, you're not doing you end up doing it for yourself, and it doesn't work out. Yeah. So the thing that I like about this in connection with the environmental problems is always kind of have this image of a really good magician is to be able to walk into an area that's really polluted with radiation or something and come out totally unscathed because of their belief system. And you're getting that kind of thing happening in Winoff's work with the cold water, the Iceman, that type of thing. You know, when you're bringing it, basically, at the end of the day, it all boils down to the art of deed. The magician does things, but he can do it in a way that's kind of breaking free from the mindset of ability. So it's anything's possible, and that's what's so beautiful about it. It'd be great if you can, you know, comment on what your thoughts are and understandings, and how do you relate to your magician, and when does he become powerful, you know, and how can you make him more powerful, and what sort of mindset do you need to make him more powerful in your life? Yeah, so that was what I wanted to share with you. So I'll see you later on this fine day in the Borders.